Welcome to the ultimate MW3 movement guide. We will be covering everything you need to know to become the next movement god of Modern Warfare 3. Starting from the basics, we got the new slide cancelling. With a slightly different technique from the previous games, there's two ways to do this. Number 1. Tactical sprint. Press the slide button once, then press your jump button. Number 2. Tactical sprint. Press the slide button twice, then press your jump button. Here's slide cancelling taken into practice. Moving on, snaking is overpowered with this engine and can help you in many situations. To do this, go prone while walking backwards, then use your tac sprint to get back up. You can also do this sideways to mess up the opponent's camera even more. Next up is sliding into prone. If you time this right coming out of a corner, you will be very unpredictable and hard to see. To do this, time your slide so that it ends nearby the corner, then hold prone. This might seem basic, but getting the timing right can get one really frustrated. Take a look at this. Bhop is actually still a thing, and too many people forget this. It might not be the same as it used to be, however, there's still an advantage. By implementing this into your movement and combine it with other movement fundamentals, you will be very hard to predict. If you want to master this, you want to practice your timing. As you jump, you want to jump again as soon as you land. Getting this right will keep some of your momentum and let you win certain gunfights. Here's an example of when to use it. Now let's use what we've learned and take it into practice. Let's say there's a guy coming out from this corner. We can make him believe we're running out from the desk, then turn into a slide cancel, followed up by a jump shot. The opponent will most likely get a headache. For those of you that are on mouse and keyboard, there's a snaking glitch that allows you to run on the ground. It looks pretty retarded if you ask me, however it could be an advantage in certain situations. To do this, you have to jump and scroll up on your scroll wheel as you land. To do this, there's a couple settings you will have to change. Firstly, change your stance down keybind to scroll wheel up. Then go to mouse calibration and scroll down to mouse wheel delay. Make sure you turn this down to 0. After that, make sure you've enabled automatic sprint. Imagine what you can do with this technique. Now it's time to take a look at the settings. I will first go over the essential graphics settings to make sure your game runs smoothly without losing too much quality. In addition to this, your game will look sharp and vibrant. Go into graphics and make sure the display mode is set to full screen exclusive. This will lower your input delay and make the game run smooth. Scroll down to screen refresh rate and select the highest available. If you have a 240 Hz monitor, select 240. Now go to upscaling and select Fidelity XKS. Press square and turn it to 100. This will make your visibility crystal clear. Make sure you copy the rest of these settings. Go over to the View tab and make sure your FOV is set to 120. This will help with your visual recoil and smoothen your movement. Go to ADS Field of View and select Affected. Now put both Weapon Field of View and Vehicle Field of View to wide. This will make your weapon smaller and give you better visuals. Now turn off all the blur, set film grain to 0, and select 50% for all your camera movement. Let's take a look at our controller settings. For the button layout, there's a couple settings you can choose from. I personally play claw, but playing on stick and move has really helped me get my movement right. You should give this one a try. Moving on, playing with flipped turned on will help a lot with your reaction time. You will be able to pull the trigger much faster. I also highly recommend to turn off controller vibration. For the dead zones, I've been testing a lot of different settings. You can try and copy these settings and see how it works out for you. This might cause some stick drift if you own an old controller. However, you will get very snappy with your aim and movement. Moving over to sensitivity, I personally use 6.6. This is most likely the sweet spot for a lot of people, because you can keep your aim steady as well as snapping and turning around. This is what most of the competitive players use as well. Let's take a look at the aim response curve type. Changing this to dynamic is the best option. I've tested a lot of different things, and this is by far the best one. It will especially help you with those long-range fights. In addition to this, strafing while you ADS is a key point to abuse the aim assist with this setting. For the aim assist type, they managed to make Black Ops broken again. Your aim will get very sticky by enabling this. Give it a try. Now make sure you enable automatic tactical sprint. This will make it so much easier to move around the map. This one is important. Tactical sprint behavior should be set to single tap run. For the slide dive behavior, you must use slide only. This will make it so that you have no input delay when you slide cancel. Your movement will be much quicker and responsive. Now set interact and reload behavior to prioritize interact. Now let's take a quick look at the perk system. I recommend using the infantry vest to increase your tac sprint duration. Your movement will be very satisfied. For the gloves, you should be using the commando gloves. This will let you reload while sprinting and help you out in many gunfights. You will still be able to reload cancel when using this. For the boots, you want to be using the running sneakers. This will increase tac sprint duration and reduce its refresh time. Lastly, select the mag holster on your gear. This will let you reload faster and be ready for a new gunfight. I hope you enjoyed this movement guide. I spent a lot of time making this, so a like would be very much appreciated.